What's one of the worst mistakes that you can make as a leader? Trying to get everything right and trying to have the answers and trying to make sure that everything goes according to plan. Ben Steinbacher here with you, and you are created to be loved. I learned this the hard way. I almost had a team of people revolt on me. So that was kind of surprising, scary, terrifying. And the reason why, too, was this thing that I thought was loving at the time. And maybe I was doing it from a place of love, but even as I look back on it, I see the flaw, a lot of flaws. At the time, though, as the leader, I was so focused on everything being right, everything being done a certain way and like the highest quality, and I wanted to see people succeed. But my definition of success was the project or the plan or the everything always being the best that it could be. So I held people to a really high standard, and a lot of times I would step in and help and keep people from failing. If I saw that they were going to fail, I'd be like, no, I don't want them to fail, because then that's going to be hard on them, and then they're going to get discouraged or something, and then they're going to look bad or whatever. And I remember one day a couple people came to me and were like, hey, we're getting a lot of complaints about you, like a lot, like you're a problem. What's up, Otis? And I remember being like so surprised, because when these people that I worked with said like, you're the problem here at work, it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I had no clue why either. They didn't tell me why. And I was sitting there and I was like thinking over, and it was like the end of the night. It was like 9 o'clock. I was sitting there on a bench, like cold air, and I was just sitting there, just like one of those moments that's just kind of like frozen. And someone walks up from, hey Co, someone walks up, oh, this is a Camp Augusta story. I can't believe I just said that, but someone walks up from my team, and at the time, I just asked him. I said like, hey, what's going on? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, how could I serve better? How could I show up better? And what they said was, you're so busy trying to make sure that everything goes according to plan, and you like jump in to try and help and try and make sure that everything goes the way it's supposed to, that you never let us fail and learn the lessons and actually grow as people. And that was like one of the hardest moments. And like I went around the next day and a half, I just like apologized to everyone, because I realized, and I see this so much in like parenting or so many other ways, that we try so hard to make sure that people never feel bad, that they never feel discouraged, that they never have a bad day, that sometimes we don't end up giving them the feedback. We don't end up being hard on people. We don't end up doing the loving thing and just being honest with people, or even letting them fail and then being with them through the failure, helping them back up. So that's one of the biggest leadership lessons that I learned is, as awesome as it is for a project to go well, or I get lost in thought sometimes. I look at myself and I see my glasses, and then I like start thinking. But as much as we like at times for things to go a certain way and to go well and to be successful, anytime that we put the project and the product over the people, we're usually going to have some sense of loss of love or loss of growth, or something's not going to go according to plan. And I'll say this one last thing, because I see it everywhere in really good leadership, and I also see it applied so few places, is that your employees are your number one resource, or your number one priority. Anytime you make the customer the number one priority, something gets lost. But when you take care of your people most and your people first, they will take care of the customer. So I just think about that, and I try and keep that in mind with everything I do in life. Like anytime I'm in any situation, is watch out for the people I'm with first, love on them first, and let everything flow from there. Goodbye.